Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. It's trick or treat time for today's weekly challenge on Gran Turismo 7 until at the end of October. It's going to be the season of Halloween, and the main date is about to go by the reminder until the 31st, which is now being well prepared to go with some 4 races we'll be using on 3 road car, 1 for the Group B category, and 1 for the special event to be labeled onto round 2 and the Stur Touring Wagon Master at Circuit de Barcelona Catalonia Grand Prix layout. This will have to get down to have some 4 races is now being checked and go enter by the debut to be serving up as additional, and Ferrari Circuit Challenge at Autodromo National Monza is now being available for this week, along with Tokyo Expressway Central Clockwise for the World Rally Challenge Group B Edition, WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca and American Clubman Cup 700, and Blue Moon Bay Speedway Infield A Reverse and European Clubman Cup 600. And plus, there's going to be having a pay date for this part of the weekly challenge to go with a 500,000, 200,000, and 100,000 Gran Turismo credit to go separate into 3 types of ticket to go label on the credit. This is going to be a very good trick or treat moment out there, viewers, and get yourself prepared to have all kinds of different liveries, your favorite cars, and your appearance that will have to get yourself prepared to go for a cosplay or a Halloween themed style that you're about to get yourself prepared. Better get ready, because this will have to take an early celebration to go for a racing Halloween moment. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's weekly challenge. As I still have several Halloween themed livery on specific vehicle ever since from GT Sport and carry on over to be imported to GT7, it's still yet to be available until I had to do some more time and get myself prepared for having a main part of the racing segment to go for a track or treat moment by having 3 road car, 1 Group B, and 1 DTM Classic road car and race car as well. But talk about having a much more fun early days to go on the Halloween before on to the 31st. So today's date is on October 27th, so that will have to bring enough time, and this will have to bring out to have 1 image before starting out to be at Infield A Reverse of Blue Moon Bay Speedway to go on 4 laps in European Clubman Cup 600. As I'm about to show you something by pulling out the image to have my Total Drama OC JB Diamond is ready for the pop star costume as Borasica Mayday from Hello Babas, and she's pretty to bring out the song by making some choices. But very good recommendable pick and suggestions, as I just spent 2 days to put up to have my own kind of Halloween themed costume artwork, just to have 1 part of the Hello Babas community and also to have 1 part in the Total Drama community. But this will have to get down and have my only kind of a Halloween themed livery as I'm choosing with a De Tomaso Pantera 1974 will go adding up with some classic and bring out to have the front and wing spoiler to become as a GT5 race car. Then let's do it and go for the track or treat stage 1. We'll begin the countdown by 3 seconds and bring out the ghost style spirit of the De Tomaso Pantera. Will go focus in 3rd place or higher by the optional of racing opportunity. Got to go on the line and have the inside turn by turn number 1. Overtake the Volkswagen Scirocco R 2010, then coming in on the entrance to be on the opposite on the infield A. Alright, good start. Good handling, and good to have some few parts to be installed with some engine tuning to go improve and stronger to face up with some few other European cars. But I just really might have to get my act together, and every race will always have to go competitive and go challenging whenever it takes to go masterful to have some specific European cars to have some liveries, including the Halloween themed variation as well. Just have to get in there and get closer to regain control. Gonna have to catch up to S. Marla Golingo in the 14th position on the 2003 BMW M3 and wait for the inside to go right over onto the final corner. That's the ticket. Just have to keep it front and center to go overtake pass on the 2014 Audi TTS Coupe, and there you go. finishing up on the first lap, now going in on lap number 2 to catch up by 12 more European cars to go. Faster lap time is about to get much more spooky by a minute, 22.466 seconds. Very much more good and skillful, but only one spooky themed Halloween livery has to go on to the racing line. Alright, good overtake to make it a double, and going back onto the second sector. Just have to catch up onto the Ferrari Testarossa in the 10th position, then go back onto the hairpin to stay behind on the Porsche Cayman GT4 2016. Okay, Basilio Gallo is on the 8th. He's currently driving on the Alfa Romeo Giulia GT8M 2020 as he's coming in to catch up to M. Busnelli in the 7th position on his Audi TTS Coupe 2009. Going into Sector 3, time to catch up and make it much more old-fashioned GT5 racing spirit for the De Tomaso Pantera will go faster on the line. Just giving a little bit overtake and then saying boo. But I'm still here, just giving a little bit more time of commentary to have an A-list of a commentary actor. So third lap coming in, and gap distance is about to get closer within 7.3 seconds to go. Okay, can't touch this. Almost there to Randall Haywood in a Lamborghini Urus 2018, going in and going vintage of a classic racing. Just give this for only one human being driver to go up and get focused to be in a third position by overtake the Lamborghini Miura P400 Bertone prototype 1967, and this will bring out to have a 3-car lineup to have an interesting Lamborghini moment. So I'm on the third. Just have to catch up on a pool in the Countach 25th anniversary is now being well seen by 1.4 seconds to go. Alright, there we go. Got to keep it together and almost there to catch up to the 454 SUV is on the final lap. Okay, just have to give it a little bit more track or treat on Randall Haywood before closing in by having an infield A session to get back in. So here comes the track or treat overtake, smell my pace, and inside the apex. Alright, that's good. That's the spirit. And one spooky ghost De Tomaso Pantera is in the lead by the arrival of the 4th lap. Oh, and by the way, viewers, every kind of European vehicle to go with some specific theme of livery, so you should probably have to go either to have some standard or Halloween themed variation to have your own kind of pick. That's why the month of October is all about Halloween, before at the end of the month is gonna have to bring out to have some good treats and bring out the Halloween racing party. So almost there. Just have to go closing up to be on the inside at the final corner to go to the final stretch. Faster lap time by a minute, 18.584 seconds is about to go clear by the checker flag. So there you go, first place, and one check mark has been received by giving a single treat. As what other people says, Happy Halloween, and first check mark has now received by having a 1 credit ticket, like having a piece of candy. Let's go down for the results and have a total time in 5 minutes, 20.371 seconds, and third fastest lap time has now been remained for the update current time. So, I kinda say the back title on the racing outfit will give a spooky title for giving a good cheer of a Halloween moment. 75,000 GT credit and giving a good clean race bonus to have a major lineup of preparation and do some halfway mark. And there we go, credit ticket received, and plus 1 content replay just to have a treat of requirement. Got to go there and have that captured thumbnail image. Might have to give it a little bit more role of a trick or treat. That was on lap number 2. Just had to get there and zoom in close by. Just had to go quick fast. Okay, that should do one thumbnail image and giving it one sunlight to go by effect. So, a little bit more patient time. Just have to wait and have the first content replay is saved before moving on in race number 2 at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. But almost forgot to tell you, when using one kind of a classic European vehicle, that you might need to have some fully upgrades on tuning parts, just like the De Tomaso Pantera is now being well installed to go for the maximum of performance point to be at 623.48. This will have to get down by quick review before proceed on to be in race number 2. So I got everything set up to have some fully customized suspension, ECU on full control, racing air filter, racing on exhaust manifold, brakes is now being checked and giving a much more color style to be in white, and plus 6 engine tuning must be installed on engine balance tuning, polished ports, high lip camshaft S, titanium connecting rods and pistons, racing crankshaft, and high compression pistons. If possible, you might have to install 3 stages of weight reduction, might have to go increase to have a different performance point to go by faster, and make it much more lighter to have a label of a GT5 race car competition. So it's up to American Clubman Cup 700, and this will have to get down to have one kind of a muscle car vehicle and wide body to be as a Group 3 road car version. As they say that one character as a god, and even of course to have a style of a black base and giving a trim style in red. And even so, it might have to bring out something for a Total Drama fan art livery that just still yet to be remained that I never used before until enter to be concurrently to have the second race in this week part of the 4th week. As I have to go and use the Ford Mustang Group 3 road car with a Total Drama fan art livery, the Redunculous race variation on Inui. So it's about to be set and go for 5 laps, and up I go to be racing at the Monterey Racing Circuit to go participate to be in the daytime of condition. But apparently, this will have to be considered to be part as a substitute as a Halloween themed livery variation, because it's everything all about to have my own kind of a Total Drama livery that related to the theme style of a god. Just like Gwen and Crimson. Oh, and almost forgot one thing on Scary Girl that I just recently used from the 2nd week of the current part for the main start. But it's been a long time ago until 1 year later. So I'll have to get started and get ready up to have the 3rd position to go finishing up to go higher. So let's do it, and it's up right now and go to the 12th position to catch up with some few other American vehicles. First and second turn coming in on the Adrenaline Hairpin. Got to stay behind on the Standard Mustang GT 2015 on and rigs. Going forward and have the 3rd turn to go on the right. Got to keep it nice and tight, and sports medium compound tires will do the best way to get up and get faster to give it much more racing spirit to be find the line. Total gap is now being calculated to be checked by 24.9 seconds remaining, and here comes A. Felix on the Chevy Corvette C4 CR1 1989 along with E. Duran in the C2 Corvette. So going up to catch up to the Royale Straight, have the apex to be solid line check and give it much more scary and gothic style to go up into the 9th position. Alright, here comes the corkscrew. Got to keep it up and go center on formation to be coming down as finishing up on sector 2 to catch up on the red Corvette on the 8th position. Got a good eye on C branch. Got to go and proceed on focusing at the precision. Okay, good counter up. Just keep it nice and clean and have a Total Drama livery to go focusing onward to be at the 1st position to catch up by within a few seconds by 24.6. Overtake on Adam Wilk. First lap clear, then it's heading up to the 2nd lap. Okay, Autumn Tapai is on the 6. Got to get there and give one total drama delivery to be up and forward to go overtake to be attempted by having a patient to go supercharger on the pace. But if possible to be using on the low or high torque of a supercharger, this will have to go down and give it much more high performance point to be up and go by the range by suggested by under or over of a 700. Faster lap time has now been placed by a minute, 40.95 seconds, which is very good enough and just have to go by beat the main record by the update. So going back onto the route straight. Just have to go track or treat and wait on the corkscrew. Okay, Benedetti is going down first. Got to stay on him. 5th position, then go back on sector 3. Alright, very nice and good Gothic style to be up in the 5th. Down to 19.1 seconds remaining and go quicker to be at 18.7 seconds. Maybe I should probably have to use all of the total drama liveries for the weekly challenges by every week and I'll have to skip it by 1 month later. But not to mention, I just really might need to get down to do some posting on images that I really want to show you guys something that I just went down to do some every year of the previous from October. But my OCs still have some progress to go by having a cosplay. Well, even my OC Hardenik, who just really liked to dress up to be as Dante from Devil May Cry. But I just really heard about the anime is going to be coming up to Netflix by maybe sometime in 2025. Well, maybe early as well to be in February, but I just really love to watch it, and this is going to be quite pretty awesome and amazing to see the brand new kind of a Devil May Cry anime series. But it turns out to be pretty awesome that every fans always love anime a lot. Alright, now going into overtake on the Dodge Bopper GTS 2002 driven by Regalado. He's on to the 5th, now catching up to Igor Fraka onto the 3rd in the Chevy Corvette C7 Stingray. Just wait for it. Time progression is about to go late afternoon, then early dusk. Gotta have to keep at it. Now going stop at turn 11. Wait for it. Okay, just have to keep it, regain control without full traction, and bring out more paces. 4th lap is about to get closer, within 12.6 seconds is on the penultimate run. Okay, look at it go, and solid fine working effort to be cleared as Klebert. Alright, let's kick it up into high gear. Got to get there and go back on the 4th turn. No time for having a smooth sailing and giving a distraction time on daydreaming when racing on focus. Down to 10.5. The shade is about to get cover up the track. That means early nighttime to go twilight. Come on, let's get in there. Gonna have to catch up to Daniel Solis, and I still have an update faster lap by a minute, 37.938 seconds. Okay, here it goes. Down to the final sector once again for the 4th time. 7.4 seconds on the remaining gap. Come on, I still got this. Just really have to keep trying and give it a stronger of a wide body Group 3 Mustang to stay faster on the Grand Touring run. I see him right now. He's already into the final lap, so I had to get in there and go update faster lap. 1 minute, 36.414 seconds. This should do well and bring out more paces to get up and get closer on the roll. So I'm coming in to chase the red Dodge Viper GTS and give it much more fun, focusing on the torque of a supercharger. So I got the upper hand. Handling is the decent of mobility and concentration. Okay, going up to be at the 5th turn. Heading back to the Royal Straight. That's why I'm about to go to and catch up to Daniel Solis in about 2.1 seconds remaining. So this wheel giving a good golden track or treat moment, and it's gonna have to take the stopping at the corkscrew just to be wait and patiently to go down and give it more power on the torque to be on the maintained respawn. Okay, slowing down. Come on, Redonkulous Race Livery Inui, don't fail me now. Overtake the Dodge Viper and take the inside at turn 10. Nice and good clean. Alright, just the way it does, and go for the checker flag has now been claimed by the podium, and 5th lap on the fastest lap time by having received and checkmark number 2 to go complete and 1 solidifying earning. Now, let's see the total time and carry out by over 8 minutes, 8.345 seconds, and there is going to be having a minute, 35.646 seconds for the Ford Mustang Group 3 road car. Very good, outstanding, and a total drama livery to go for having a spotlight for the main part of the weekly challenge as a Halloween edition. But good job by having a 50% on the clean race bonus by having 45,000 GT credit, and get closer to have one roulette ticket by the daily. We'll have to give it much more prizes later on to be soon. Now, just have to get down and have the playback position on the replay. Just have to go on the 5th lap to be exactly by 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay, just have to switch up the camera and give it much more view of perspective to get close in. Alright, there you go. Just one spooky thumbnail image, and exactly still have a characteristic style of a Total Drama livery still remains and being changed up onto the windshield banner. Okay, so that's number 2 is now being quite received in the check. Then let's go for having one debut of the participation as I never before to be entered on Autodromo National Monza for the Ferrari Circuit Challenge. Despite of all the changes to have some best Ferrari vehicle and additional due to July 2024 update by having Audrey Nowit. But very good to have race number 4 to be received and get down to have the same regulation to go with 700 or less by using any kinds of Ferrari vehicle. So which one should I have to start out with? Well, it does matter to have the right choice and the right pick of the Ferrari vehicle that I just barely remember back then from the introduction of Weekly Challenge. Just like the Ferrari F8 Tributo 2019 with a Total Drama Island livery with Giulia in it. So this was to get down and have the right choice of a lot of Ferrari variation to get down as a 2013 model. But how about I'll have to go and decided to do it right now to have the other kind of a LaFerrari 2013 with a Total Drama All-Stars feeling this Vulture is about to get down to do some change of tuning. So one moment, and almost to have some further images that I just went down to do some preparation on the Ford Mustang Group 3 road car that I just used it for WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. But it might be helpful to have a high torque supercharger and very yet specifically to using on any kinds of tuning parts to go amp up and make it much more stronger to be adjusted to go settle by having a quick personal balance of performance. So that should be good enough to be at 750 horsepower and calculate to be at 696.38 performance point when using on sports medium compound tires. Alright, all set, good to go. And this time, I'll have to make a promise to go having one race to be labeled as an encore for having a full walkthrough. Just have one race to be entered in the weekly challenges to be going by debut participation. But after all, We just already did 3 races, as one main course of the menu book to have a part of the campaign to be prior to the bonus one as well. Just to be enjoyed, and have one driver to give a feature about the 430 Scuderia 2007. So let's give Rigalaro to have one tip. I'm Alonso Rigalaro from Peru. This 430 Scuderia has a special place in Ferrari's history of B8 road cars. Based on the high-performance F430, the Scuderia is lighter and more powerful. And it features unique chassis control settings designed to get the most out of your tires. What's more, it sounds just like a Ferrari F1 machine. There's no way I'm losing in this car. Well, I bet you will, Regalado. Every kind of Ferrari vehicles might be get tested and get challenging to have some high performance vehicle to get down to have some main example. Just like the F8 Tributo and F12 Berlin Enta is now being listed as double on the top dog tier. So, by having a third course, this will have to bring out the LaFerrari to be set and go countdown on the 16th position by 3 seconds to go ready up and bring out the hypercar to go in light velocity. So buckle up viewers, grab your Ferraris and heading up at the Mazda circuit to get yourself trained and exactly that you already just did from July 2024 of this year. Just have to keep it handle up, maintain on the grip, go clear from turn 1 and 2. Got to go outside, then overtake the F12 Berlin Enta. There we go. Just have to keep a good watchful eye on the F8 Tributo. Regalado is in the first position by head start. Got to watch myself. Sector 1 clear. Now going in on to Sector 2. Okay, there's a Ferrari 365 GTB4 is in the way. Gotta have to be patient and be mindful. I'm always had to go strategy of prediction to give classic cars to go slower in onto the behind the grid, and the modern day cars will have to go for the middle and onto the top. So I got the 13th position is on the row. So I had to watch myself. The Dino 246 GT is going onto the normal speed. Alright, here comes the Scary corner. Got to watch myself. Then pass overtake on the Tesla Rosa 1991. Okay, very cool. And bring out the Hypercar Hybrid to bring out the pace and give it more boost. Turn 11 is on the way. Just have to keep it nice and tight and make sure to choose the right kind of a Ferrari vehicle, just like the LaFerrari and Enzo Ferrari as well. But I just heard about Ferrari is making a new kind of a successor hypercar, just like this one is going to be known as the Ferrari F80. Much more similar to the F40 and the F50 5 decades ago, ever since from the 1980s and the 1990s. But in 2024, the Ferrari F80, which is very much more successful to give out the element of a spiritual to see some base model from the F40 and F50 along with the LaFerrari, brings out to have some very good interesting ways to go with a hypercar of a V8 engine. But every Ferrari car always has some good potential of V8 engine, which it still has a spirit of racing heritage. It's only down to 19.4 seconds to go. 5 drivers left, and I'm on the roll. I can't say this event as part of the weekly challenge is very good to be serving up to go by the third course by having a one good track or treat. So if anybody else would like to give a comment to send me some piece of candy, I'm going for it. And don't forget to have some candy corn instead. But I just really love to have some candy corn that will really get my taste buds to be giving it sweet. So here it goes. Down to the total gap by 12.9 seconds and a scary corner by turn number 7 through turn number 10. Got to keep it nice and tight, front and center, and apex on formation. Okay, Winkel just took the fastest lap time by 2 minutes, 8.484 seconds, until I had to take the lap time by a minute, 56.625 seconds when using the LaFerrari. Here comes the first turn by pulling out the brake. Halt, catch, and patient. Okay, that's a good pass and good quick start upper hand. Well, I just really need to get my mind up. I just really have to keep on racing to stay clean and give it much more cheer to have a Halloween livery cosplay. Or even some variation might be giving a good ways to be treated as a costume. Down to 8.4 seconds remaining. Moving on to the fifth. Got to go up and go on the left turn again and make it right to have the turn 6, approach us in, and go over the right turn again at turn 7. Okay, 7.5 seconds to go. Okay, 6.5 seconds left. I see two of the Ferrari F430 and 430 Scuderia is onto the top 3 grid. Marco Busnelli and a Regalo is on the third. Looks like Winkel is on the first position. Double times the 430 Scuderia and the single for the LaFerrari will have to get up and go wait until onto the right turn by the exit and inside at turn 11. Heads up, you two. I'm coming in and make one good clear path to be overtake. Okay, fourth lap check and moving on to the penultimate stage. So I have to get closer, and there's another Ferrari F12 Berlin Enta is in the lead. But still yet remain to have my faster lap time, but the second lap is still highlight on the purple. Just have to work it together. Just have to go track or treat, find my racing line, and smell my pace. Okay, just have to wait for the signal and make one good surprise on H. Winkel before coming in to take the lead. Okay, coming in at turn 7. Let's give it a little bit more less scary than overtake. Boo! Okay, on second thought, I just really had to get my mind up. Well, handling check needs to do a little minor step back. But it still does matter. Every Ferrari cars always need to keep a good watchful eye out without taking too much distraction whenever I might need to get my eyes on the track. A bit more close call and still got this in the lead. So it's about to get closer, coming in and have the LaFerrari Total Drama All-Stars filling their exposure is about to get started and moving on to the final lap. But still remain and possibility to go average time by a minute, 57.192 seconds. But it's all about practice by taking one event to be entered by debut. Just have to keep that smooth turn up. Keep up with the handling. Well, due to the minor setback from the fourth lap by previous, maybe get a slightly trick. That's how it does for only one method of the Halloween. We'll have to give it a trick or treat. Okay, so let's go in there, and the battery is about to get run out of juice soon. So I just have to go modest and keep the green to go up. But sometimes I just really might need to go faster. Okay, there's the 16th position driver. I believe is the Ferrari 246 Dino is in as well. Okay, that's good. Closing up, and Q perform on a scoury corner. Time to go up and get faster to be steady on the get-go. Okay, the battery is about to get depleted. Now going into the final turn at number 11. Okay, that's good enough. And first place by having a second GT credit ticket by 200,000 as now rolling in and go halfway there by the progress. So that's first place. And give the tally up result that's now being seen, and let's have a look. So it's 9 minutes, 53.772 seconds, and second lap still remained by the same by the previous fastest lap time. Well, very cool, exactly, and give to Ferrari 430 Scuderia 2007 for Marco Fusnelli, and A. Regalado is now doing well to be finishing up on the third and fourth place. But maybe next time, I just really had to keep practice to be at the Monza circuit when using in specific Ferrari vehicle to go faster and make it much more stronger to give much more tuning parts to be amp up and giving a much more potential. But good thing the clean race bonus just saved my bacon, and 135,000 GT credit has now received, and go for today's workout by the daily will receive by a 4-star ticket. And there you go. 200,000 GT credit received, and that brings out to have the third content replay we'll have to give by having a first try and give much more debut to go all in by having additional race number 4 and Ferrari Circuit Challenge. Got to go in the middle of the duration and wait for the capture thumbnail. Okay, there you go. Just have to make it one good resume to be catching up. But this footage, just a lap. Hang on 1 second. Okay, very good enough. And thumbnail image on daytime. Perfect and brilliant to go receive third content replay. So, penultimate race is coming up, and that means World Rally Challenge Group B edition at Tokyo Expressway is about to be ready to get faster to bring out to have a good heroic hamster variation to be started out as I'm using it as well. But I'll have to use the Subaru WRX Group B rally car with a Total Drama All-Stars livery variation of heroic hamsters, then go to the central clockwise at Tokyo Expressway. But almost forgot one thing. When having weather condition is on the rain, this will have to bring out to have the medium or high turbocharged RPM to go by around by 750 horsepower to go up, and additional to be at 788. Hard compound racing tires check. Heavy wet and intermediate is now being double checked, so this will have to keep a good watchable eye out on incoming forecasts. We'll do it much more script and skillful before having one good grand finale to be on the 4th weekly challenge to be heading up to Barcelona Grand Prix Racing Circuit for the round 2 of the DTM challenge. Just like last time from the Nürburgring Grand Prix by using 2 vehicles by 1 road car, by having a warm-up test and the Alfa Romeo 155 as a Group 4 category. Then let's get started, and daytime awaits. We'll have to be queued on the rolling start before 3 seconds. We'll have to be putting up onto the field map to be set into lane 6. So I'm up right now, and be on the lookout of incoming forecast is now being situated to be on daytime. so I had to keep a good watchful eye on the barriers because the penalty is about to go by having a caution on exercise. So track or treat, keep a good watchful eye out and overtake Group B rally cars. Okay, coming in and proceed on to the 11th position by 16.5 seconds to go. There's the blue spots coming in and seen on the redder radar. As soon as when choosing the right Group B rally car between the Modern or Classic, you should have to get yourself prepared for having a one-top racing challenge during the rain forecast is about to get situated. So coming into the final sector, then let's get overtake to catch up to the Hyundai Genesis Group B rally car. Almost there. Just have to wait until the final turn to go on the exit at the inside lane. There we go. First lap clear, second lap coming in. Alright, that's good. Moving to the 9, now catching up to Nomura in the Toyota A6 Group B rally car. First tunnel session is gonna have to go halfway there. Got to keep the handling maintained stable check and keep pushing by focusing on the Land Evo Group B rally car. Here comes the rain, windshield wipers turning on. Okay, almost getting boxed in. Got to stay together. Just focus on the Land Evo Group B car when the rain comes in by no effect to be increased on the water percentage. But it's still good for now. There's no need to have early time to go pit stop. Heh, okay. Barely gonna have to take a good step on the line. Faster lap time by a minute, 23.612 seconds until by having one faster pace update to go normal by average. Okay, less rain doesn't hurt a bit, but good thing is still have some dry condition out there to go on a wet surface and make it less. Down to 9.8 seconds. Moving up to the second sector. Hayashi on the Nissan GTR Group B rally car is on the 6th. Got to switch it to the left and keep going, racing straight forward. Okay, two drivers are still neck on neck as I'm still trying to catch up and go current progress to be reached at the 3rd position. So another Subaru WRX Group B rally car on the 5th. Yoshikoda is doing much more maintainable, strategize to get up and get going. Alright, very good. Now make that push. Dirt lap, new lap record, 1 minute 22.572 seconds to get up onto the 3rd position by catching up to the Ford Mustang Group B rally car. 2 Forza Company, 1 Total Drama All-Stars Heroic Hamster is about to be ready to come to the rescue. Okay, gonna have to go quick commit. Dive on to the brake zone, then right turn, perform on the clean. Okay, back on 3rd sector. Down to the total gap by 4.7 seconds to go. Alright, very nice. And keep it much more fortune for keeps. Okay, it's gonna have to do by exactly below half a tank of fuel lap. Almost there to catch up to S-Han and G Kudo in about 2 seconds remaining as the 5th lap is about to go entered on the middle. Okay, durability check. Coming back onto Sector 2. Reach up onto the Audi S1 Quattro Pikes Peak. Come on. The TDAS Heroic Hamsters WRX Group B need to get focused and go build up a slipstream to be on the inside and make it much more change up the sides. I'll have to go for the left, then overtake. It's gonna have to go for the toe-to-toe. Barely got this one. Whoa, so close. And getting closer to be heading back onto the main current sector. Okay, Han is going into the pits, so I had to keep going. Totally got this one, and let 2 drivers go into the pit and added by 1. 6th lap on the way, 4 more to go. So the wind direction is kicking in by 19.5 foot square. This is about to go, but the next wave is about to get much more another round by the rain. Okay, still have 25% left. G Kudo is currently on the 2nd position, so I had to keep using it wisely. Come on, take that turn tight slowly and keep it more faster for keeps. Okay, signal call in, and I'm going into the pit. Hope my team is about to get ready to have the same tire compound in case of weather forecast to be suitable and make it go into racing medium. So let the other racers come, and I have to take the first one coming in to have the hard compound tires will be switched up and give it much more updatable to be switched to go by balance on the medium. So there you go. And one more thing to have exactly to go additional by 70%. That should do well, and wait for the Audi S1 Quattro Pikes Peak is now coming in in about 7.6 seconds and go change up by 5.4 seconds. So out lap, up I go, and keep practice for the paces to go by having a new faster lap time record. Okay viewers, just only 3 more laps to go, and this will have to bring out for the next strategy paces to keep going to be on the 2nd leg by using the racing medium compound tires, as you already done this before by having a conversation of a racing strategy to go pace up and challenging at Tokyo Expressway central clockwise where the WRC Group B edition has to prove yourself that you're about to be tested in every part of the weekly challenges, and of course to have some other things to do. Some classic rally cars might need to do some proper training with the modern Group B cars. But good thing, having a few days until Halloween arrive by the 31st is going to have to show some good impressions about artwork to see some different styles and cosplays from Hello Babas and Has Been Hotel. but maybe as of next year, I'll have to put myself and my beloved OC Lexia to be dressed up as Lucifer and Lilith. But of course, more than anything is very much more lovely and very more heartwarming charm. Still 2 more laps to go. Just have to keep going and keep up the paces to go for an out lap and clear from exiting from the 7 and concurrently to be in the 8. But I should have to plan this to do this right now and make it much more possible to be in the meantime. But still am an artist and a Gran Turismo racer, always have to do some important things to do, just have to keep on racing, stay clean, and accomplish to success. But it's about to get closer to be finishing up soon until I'll be on the way to get up to the DTM Round 2 at Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix. Okay, close call. Now, coming in to be having a new set record by 1 minute, 21.409 seconds. Still got this, you guys. I got the higher roll and going much forward to be catching up onto the other Group B cars. So I have 12.7 seconds from S. Han. That should do very good and give enough time to have a hold down on lean 6. Just have to give it much more track or treat and keep forward onto the 3rd sector. Come on, just have to keep trying and competent in racing motion. Okay, coming into the final turn, 9th lap penultimate is about to get clear, and sunny day forecast is fully clear. Okay, here comes the final lap. It's about to get closer. Just have to get in and have the first turn on the right. Steady carefully, and ABS still remains by full default or weak. Okay, watch out for the barrier. Just have to keep a good sightseeing on the inside dark. Okay, medium compound tires on the front left is doing good. Durability is going to be at over 50%. Nice and neat. Okay, it's about time, and this will have to get ready to go to the finish line, and notification by right the signal. Just have to keep it nice and slow and get the line closer to get up and clear to the finish line. So, race well done on number 4, and 4 check mark has now been received to go by a track or treat. Is job well done for the Group 3 rally car is now doing much more remarkable in the all-wheel drive. So 4th race event is now checked, clear, and total time by 14 minutes, 6.191 seconds, and faster lap time that I just took from the number 9 is 1 minute, 20.739 seconds. Alright, let's see the tally of results to go by clean race, and not yet to go by a standard one, but I was right. Always have to keep racing well and make sure to do the right strategy to keep it much more confident to go skill in all-wheel drive Group B rally car. 97,500 credits, and total time is now currently to go by 27.5 plus 43 miles equals 70.5 miles of today's workout. Well, despite of the changes from the first race, I just get down to do some warm-up preparation. But yeah, I'm always have to get used to it. Practice, we'll always have to get it right. Okay, that was from the first pit stop. Now just have to go for a capture thumbnail image, and this one should be apparently to do it right here onto the main entrance to be at the first turn. Just have to get closer and skip by one lap later. Okay, there we go, and that should do for having a possible thumbnail image by having a one good guess. That's more like it. So it's up to Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix for the final race in the 4th week of October weekly challenge before the 31st of Halloween is about to get nearly there. So good thing I still have my UDRS Inspirtec livery of the Alfa Romeo 155 2.5 B6 Ti 1993 is about to be ready to go for round 2 after the encore race from the first race at the Nürburgring Sprint. So I'm about to go for it, and this time 8 laps is about to go challenging up by having a possibility to go thrill of a classic DTM competition. As the title says, Track or Treat, Smell the DTM is about to get on the way towards the final race is about to be labeled on number 5. I'm so born ready to do this, folks. The right kind of a DTM race car and the right kind of a Group 4 car, and perfectly to go on the Spanish racing circuit is now being rolling in on 8 laps. Now let's get it on to have a main challenge to go 3rd place or higher by having a main ejected until 3 seconds. We'll go rolling start at the full straightaway. So here it comes. Have the brake zone, then coming in to be at the 1st and 2nd turn by the right, then go on the left to keep a good racing line in motion when using any kinds of specific road car or one Group 4 car to be part as a DTM racing class. Very good motion, and keep an all-wheel drive on the 155 2.5 B6 Ti has to go, finishing up to be achieved by having one racing medium compound tires will do the trick. But this will be doing a one-way ticket to get down to do some track or treat and have the DTM classic race to go by having a resemblance of the 1990s. So 5th turn clear and coming in to be in the middle of sector 2 by closing towards onto the TB3 corner. Turn 7 and 8 closes in and going clear. Okay, very challenging, and I'm always loved to go compete as a competitive racer. Just like Grand Valley Highway 1 for last week weekly challenge by using the BAC Moto as round 3, and to be considered myself as the 4th round as I ever enjoyed to be participate in the driving missions, the human comedy at the Trial Mountain Circuit for 1 hour endurance. Still fun, very enjoyed, and competitive to do some one-make race category until the road car and one single Group 4 car will join in the racing party to have the 2nd round in this week. So here comes the chicane. Got to keep it nice and center and go overtake on the Mercedes-Benz 190E 2.5-16 Evolution 2 1992. Much more bear resemblance to be as a real-life counterpart, unlike all the other classic DTM race car during the 1990 season. So 2nd lap comes in, got to keep going and keep a watchful eye on the gap by 17.3 seconds to go. More practice, more racing, and more proceed on the clean effort to go achieve by 3rd place or higher. So there you go. Now coming back onto Sector 2 to catch up onto T Ishiyama. There he is right now. Same as before, Mercedes-Benz 190E 2.5-16 Evolution 2 is in the middle of the grid. But almost good enough, but currently to have 19 cars, we'll have to go settle by the lineup to see some good road cars and racing cars to go battle out each other. Okay, here comes the ninth turn. Got to stay to the right, get closer, and this will bring out the have a track or treat moment to go overtake with some few other DTM road car and race cars. Okay, here comes onto the back of the chicane. Almost there. Keep it nice and tight and make one road car and race car at a time. Take it patient, and here's P. Martin on the faster lap time by a minute, 57.379 seconds, until going faster to be up and bring out the torque to go update for myself by a minute, 53.112 seconds. Just had to bring out the sound of the V6 engine and make it like a V8 engine for the 155 to bring out where the turbocharge will go faster up on the main set. Come on, just had to go outside overtake on the BMW M3 Sport Evolution 1989. Fifth place, down to the total gap by 13.3 seconds to go. Okay, down to 12.5 seconds. I see the other two currently on third and fourth place after proceed onto the TV3 corner. Okay, 11.6 seconds to go. Still really got this, and just have to keep trying to have my UDRS in Sportec 155 2.5 B6 Ti. Still always have to keep a good revving up the engine. So I see one for the Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth, and the yellow one on the Mercedes-Benz 190E 2.5-16 Evolution 2 driven by A. Schroeder. Got to keep it nice and tight. Chicane, don't fail me now, and always got it. So there you go, 1 minute, 52.342 seconds as the fourth lap entered the halfway mark. It's only down to 9.5 seconds. I barely got this one, and just have to keep a good watchful eye on the last two drivers, driven by D. Lee on the first and P. Martin on the second, just to see how both of them are about to go for the battle of first place until I'll have to join the party. This will be doing my own kind of a Halloween party, and this is all about racing on the track by having some favorite cars with some road going Group B rally cars, and specifically to have some part of the DTM is very good to be enjoyed by having a competition in the special event. It's only down to 7.9 seconds. Got to get up and get closer to be finishing up at the end of Sector 2 in the fourth lap. You'll have to get closer to be faster up and bring out the turbocharged paces to catch up with the last two of the Alfa Romeo 155 2.5 V6 Ti. Now coming into turn 10 at the third sector. Okay, gonna have to hold it steady. Okay, dive back down at the chicane. Okay, good precision. Now onto the Catalunya at turn 16. I see two of them at the fourth distance before coming in at the fifth lap. Update by the faster lap by a minute, 50.884 seconds. Still totally got this one, and total time by 7 minutes and 41 seconds in progress. But I'm very good at it to have one race to go for a time attack and keep focusing to stay on the two drivers. So coming back on the second sector, just have to keep that torque steady and well balanced to keep a good eye on the other 155 2.5 B6 Ti 93. It's only down to 3.4 seconds. In the apex, cleared by turns 7 and 8. The spectators are cheering. UDRS in Sportec is coming along nicely, and I still have one good racing track or treat we'll have to do on the main position to get up from the third and get closer to have two of them in the first. Got to hold it in inside the center of the apex. Okay, almost good enough. Now for the chicane, turn 14, 15 check. Now overtake at the 16. Okay, P. Martin overtake. Now I'm in the second. 2 more laps to go. Proceed on to the 6th lap by update record by a minute, 50.210 seconds. Alright, that's good in the bag, and going by a treat of a first position to get there to receive a 500,000 Gran Turismo credit until reaching a ride at the podium finish until the 8th lap is about to go by a final run. But it's not yet over. Every race is going to have to come together to have some tight ropes and bring out enough horsepower to catch up to see some few other road car, and specifically on the 155 Alfa Romeo is still with the other group. But it's a three-way battle. This race is about to get much more successful underway to have the second round of the DTM at Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix. Coming in and turn 9 clear. Okay, D. Lee and P. Martin, I know you really want to go for a competition because I'll be your opponent, and this time it's about to get down to have some separation on the gap by shorter and a little bit longer. D. Lee is going on the upper hand, down to 1.3 seconds. Got to keep going and keep it faster on the maintained pace. Now for the final turn on number 16. Make it much more clear, and same at the main time to go additional by 2.073 seconds by over a minute and 50 seconds. 7th lap by the penultimate is coming in, viewers. As the Halloween weekly challenge is still going on until this race is about to be over soon, by having one check mark, we'll give it a much more treat of a third roulette ticket on the credit. But payday and some few other roulette tickets might have to go by early trick or treat. Just only have once a day and have the 4th week to go by concurrently to see how it turns out to go by differences on the 3-star and 4-star tickets. But after all, Halloween is all about to have the tradition to have some spooky and scary, and of course the candy itself that just really want to have some nice taste buds to give a good taste of a Hershey's chocolate bar. But I just really want to have some Hershey's, so I'd never tasted before for my entire life by years ago, and so I just ending up by having something else to go with healthy diet. But being healthy is the #1 most important meal of the day. Okay, it's only down to 3.7 seconds. D. Lee and P. Martin are still trying to catch up to my current position. Just have to go down onto the chicane, right onto the RACC, then Catalunya once more. Okay, here comes the final lap. This is it. Time to kick it up into high gear and going faster to be at the full straightaway as the 8th lap is about to be entered and make it onto the red reminder. So I come this far. Second round of a DTM at Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix is about to go faster up and tight on the corners to go achieve by having a one-way ticket to go by under a minute and 50 seconds to go achieve by having a new record. Still need to go faster up on the torque, and this is gonna be a very good recommend Group 4 car that you guys really might need to use it, or if possible, just have to go with one of the 3 roll cars to be specifically to have some main ways, or just have to make it like any kinds of racing vehicle to be going by a title as non-canon when you're at the DTM special event. But some say other Gran Turismo players always have to choose the right kind of a racing vehicle to be on a specifically of a main title, which is going to be currently to have a main non-canon part. But it does be doing the same effect like All Japan GT Championship to have some road car and race car only to be entered whenever they like. But it's all about no restriction is going to be quite giving a good label for this main challenge, and they just really love to go for it. But always have to do your best, viewers. Every kind of a right pick of the vehicle is going to be your favorite, and take it onto the track to challenging up with some few opponents to have the special event will go full overdrive and compete to have some one-way experience to do some moment. So 10 seconds left, got the sprint to the finish, and clock's ticking to go by the final corner on number 16. Alright, it's all done, and 5th check mark is now on number 5 treat. That's a good tractor treat, smell the DTM, and good payday has now coming out to have a good 100% of the 4th week is complete. Now let's have a good look for the total time by almost 15 minutes. 14 minutes, 55.278 seconds, and faster lap time that I still have from the 5th is a minute, 50.210 seconds. Very good, competitive, and 3 letters of a DTM has now been well done by having a highlight on round 2. 150,000 GT credit without clean race, so always have to do your best next time whenever you might need to get a better treat. But always have to do some best moments and keep a good clean racing when you're on the DTM special event, just like Nürburgring Sprint. Here's a 500,000 GT credit on the ticket, and that will bring us out to have a one good excellent reward challenge until tomorrow. This will have to get down to do some changes to have this part of the content video in the meantime. So here's a replay, and go over to be in the playback position on number of duration. Let's have a good look, and this will do by having one thumbnail image to go close up and get closer in. Just like this livery, and very much more style to have a headlight is still functionality to be well in use. So, 5th content replay is saved, and there you go. The right time to go collect with some reward before heading back to the GT garage is going to be my different kind of a candy treat. But if so, I just really might need to have one piece of candy for a night, and that will have to call it for a day. So 4 days left, you guys, and this will have to bring out at the end of October until moving on in November to get down to have some 5 events will be settled by the preview. But if so, every Thursday to see some other Gran Turismo players to be having a one-way access to go enter for the first week of November to have some 5 events, and this will have to go featuring to have one of them if there's going to be a GT Cup Group 4 edition or Group 3 edition as well. So I have 6 rewards left. This will have to get down by having 2 3-star, 1 4-star, and 3 credit tickets to go earning up by a grand total of 800,000. So I'll have to collect it right now, and this will have to bring out to have 6 treat for today. Now then, let's open up the 3-star ticket for the first one, then second 3-star on number 2, and then the third 4-star roulette ticket will give a luck up chance. Well, I can't say common earning and 10,000 Gran Turismo credit. It's like I got a rock from It's a Great Big Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. But speaking of which, I just really want to watch the Charlie Brown Halloween special, which is very much more favorite episode. So, on to the second 3-star ticket. Give out the 3-car or 2 of the kind Gran Turismo credit. Okay, looks like I just got another 10,000 Gran Turismo credit. That should be giving a references as I got a rock. Now, the last 4-star ticket is now being ready up, and I have a good eye on the BAC Moto 2016. Well, I guess the 3rd credit ticket is now being received, and I just got another 10,000 Gran Turismo credits. So, that should do big payday and 3 prizes for a small payday. But it's alright, just look on the bright side. The next day, always have to do your best and keep racing some more to have a 6-star and 5-star roulette ticket. But very much more challenging to be enjoyed by having 3 events on Road Car, 1 for the Group B Rally Car, and 1 for the DTM at Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix. All the best moments and the best time of the racing to go with some few challenges will put ourselves to have a good ways to be having a title of a track or treat. Smell the DTM, we'll have to start out from the road car to the rally car vehicle and make it all the way to the DTM for race number 1 to 5. But much more enjoyable that you ever enjoy watching this part of the video, viewers. But it turns out that I just really did good out there to be racing on the Ferrari Circuit Challenge at Autodromo National Monza. Despite of the distraction before overtake on the Ferrari F12 Berlin Enta during the exit and go clear from turn number 7 and go on the straight. But good thing, more practice for the full walkthrough is all I need to have, and this will have to get down to have some other images that I'm about to show you something to have my Total Drama OCs will have to go by Halloween dress up and cosplay. But yep, just to see how it turns out to do some main progress of preparation is I really might need to get back to be on the full walkthrough until you guys really might need to keep a good watchable eye out on 5 content replays as I just barely went down to do some participation to go racing up and finishing up in 3rd place or higher. But I still have much more inspiration to be tried out and use the Alfa Romeo 155 2.5 B6 Ti is very good to be recommendable to be racing up from round 1 at Nürburgring Sprint and round 2 includes on Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix. But very much more having some 2 Total Drama All-Stars variation liveries when I was using the Ferrari LaFerrari in the Vilnius Vulture and Subaru WRX Group B Rally Car at Tokyo Expressway Central Clockwise, which is very cool, much more thrill, challenging, and strategize yourself by having one race to do some Italian style and the other to go competition and rally racing on the tarmac to go by 1 pit stop include. Especially to have 2 other events in Americas at Blue Moon Bay Speedway in European Clubman Cup 600 and WeatherTech Raceway in American Clubman Cup 700. Just to have 1 Halloween spooky livery when I was using the De Tomaso Pantera 1970 to have some custom exterior parts when I just took a stop by at the GT Auto to go equip and use it on the Type B in the front and the Type B in the wing. So this will be doing a good racing Halloween ever on Gran Turismo 7, viewers. I really enjoy it, and this will bring out to have an early preparation until at the end of the month, and of course the next part of the video, so I had to do some main changes to have some other upcoming content videos will be ready to go encore as I had to wrap this up before at the end. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Dividend Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. Will join to get access for price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super tanks as an extra, wheel support, and grill. I'll see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean. Happy Halloween!